So Mini GP 160s making their way down onto the grid right now. We'll have a look at how they line up here just a moment. There we think we see the machine of Hudson Cooper, and slotting in just ahead of him there is the number 19 of Tyler Humphries, who settles into pole position, and he's certainly looking focused, gives a little wave to the camera and then turns his attention onto the track where he's looking to try and grab another victory. There's Hudson Cooper. He'll have something to say about that, I'm sure. He'll be looking for a good start. Parker Jazari there, number 93, who's looked good today as well. Number 18, the machine of Daniel Stevenson. Chloe Gleason in there as well, number 25. And making our way further towards the back of the grid, a look at a few more of the riders. There's the number 914, Caden Herring. And at the back of the field there, number 54, Thomas Bond. And we watch from Bond's viewpoint here as the lights go out, and away we go. Oh, stalled rider at the back, but hopefully should get there underway. I think that's Archie Hooper's in trouble. So let's hope he can get the bike restarted, but a good start there from Tyler Humphries, who gets away very well indeed. But it looks to me like Hudson Cooper's also got a good getaway as well. Parker Jazari right in there as well. Oh, look at this. Oh, rider down. Quite heavily on the right-hander as they swap positions. Hudson Cooper also well placed. So they make their way up towards the top corner. We'll try and pick up who that rider was that went down on the right-hander in a few moments, but it looks to me like Tyler Humphries and Hudson Cooper getting the jump on the field. There was quite a heavy impact on the right-hander. Let's hope that rider's okay. Appears to be walking away. The only thing damaged is the Pride there. That's good to see. So at least the rider's okay. That did look quite a quite a high-speed corner, not the place you want to be coming off the machine. So we'll just confirm that in a few moments as to exactly who that was. But the leaders now making their way through the final few corners here. Tyler Humphries and Hudson Cooper looking strong at the front of the field. Over the line they go to complete the first lap. Very close race here at the end of lap number 1. So Humphries leads, Cooper in second, Cesari third, Shaw in fourth position. So they all charge their way through. So Tyler Humphries just staying ahead of Hudson Cooper here. They're just starting to pull away a bit now from Parker Jazari, who's fighting for third place with Travis Shaw. Chloe Geeson right in there, number 25. Joshua Herring and Lucas King also well placed. I think that was... I think the rider... Oh, right, a nasty crash there in second place. I was just about to say that was Frankie Watson that went down on the first corner, but Hudson Cooper went down very heavily on the straight, just got a bit of a tank slapper going into the corner and went down very heavily indeed. That's not what we want to see. The unfortunate Hudson Cooper, I think, was... well, I think the race has been stopped, but... well, that's not what we want to see at all. A nasty crash there, I think, for Hudson. It looked very much like Hudson Cooper that went down. So we're going to go for a rerun of the Mini GP 160s. We did have the red flag, of course, but we'll be underway with the restart in just a few moments. And, of course, when the flag came out, Tyler Humphries was leading the way. And there he is on the inside. So it looks like... Frankie Watson's back in it as well, so he was in trouble at the start. There is the leader of the race when it was stopped, number 19, Tyler Humphries, who's been on good form today. Certainly just hope that Hudson Cooper's okay. So there is Humphries, focusing his thoughts on the pole position. Of course, he's got a bit of a gap now, sadly, but he'll be looking to try and make that count. So there's just a bit of trouble at the back there, making sure the bikes are okay and in position. And we should be okay for the rerun of the Mini GP 160s in just a few moments. Riders are ready, in position. We're just sorting that issue out at the back of the field, and I think the riders any moment now should be ready. Visors down, and we are about ready to go for the rerun of Mini GPs. Away they go. There's the number 4 there of Travis Shaw, who gets a good jump, gets away in quite neatly, but Tyler Humphries fighting at the front, but I think Shaw might have done it there from the inside. Here they come into the right-hander. But I think that Humphries has retaken the lead. Another one with a good getaway there is the number 14, I think, has got away well. Frankie Watson, who he was another rider that had trouble in the first race. So although it's not the circumstances he would have wanted, but he's going to certainly take advantage of the good fortune. He's got away in quite neatly at the front, but Tyler Humphries at the front of the field once again as they go charging down the straight into the hairpin for the first time in this rerun. It's a full rerun, and here they come through the hairpin. So Humphries leads. It looks like it's the number 14 through to second, Watson. Yes, indeed it is. Shaw in third. And, well, no nonsense there from Tyler Humphries. He didn't quite get the getaway he would have wanted there, but took the lead very early as they make their way through the hairpin into the final corner. And Tyler Humphries back on the power as he crosses the line. Over he goes. So Humphries leads. Shaw in second. It says number 14. It's showing on our lap charts. Parker Jazari up there as well. So Tyler Humphries 1:16.095 on that first lap. Frankie Watson well placed. Travis Shaw and Parker Jazari in there as well. There's the fight for second as Watson has a look down the inside. Neat little move there from Frankie Watson to go back into second place, but Travis Shaw keeping that pressure on in third. Looks like Parker Jazari a little bit further behind there. Daniel Stevenson, Chloe Gleeson well placed in sixth from Arnie Carr, Lucas King and Joshua Herring trying to fight his way through in ninth from Max Robinson. Rest of the field made up of Bradley Curtis, Caden Herring, Ollie O'Gorman and Thomas Bond, with Archie Hooper at the back of the field, number 12. But back to the front, and number 19, Tyler Humphries, just trying to pull away in these early stages. He's got Frankie Watson and Travis Shaw charging behind him, but Humphries determined to try and break away at the front. Very smoothly through the hairpin. Good smooth riding here. He just looks unhurried at the front. He's just trying to keep that bike as smooth as possible, keep the power down as much as he can. And over the line he goes. Tyler Humphries, fastest lap of the race then, 1:14.823, just a little bit faster than those chasing guys in second and third position. Frankie Watson and Travis Shaw having a good go at it there for second place. The rest of the field go charging over the line at the end of the first full lap. And there is Tyler Humphries, your race leader. Again, keeping it nice and smooth. Just watch him as he makes his way through. Very smooth movement on the bike. All about keeping the power as smooth as possible, not really losing much speed in the slower corners. And there he goes back down onto the straight, but still second and third, not too far behind. And certainly Tyler Humphries can't afford any mistakes here, because second and third certainly within fighting distance, one might say. There's Frankie Watson in second, closely followed by the number 4 of Travis Shaw. So Watson fighting his way back through to second place, but Shaw is right in there in third. So Watson back on the track, of course, in this full rerun, looking smooth as he holds on to that second place. Shaw having a peek on the inside, can't find an opening on the inside so far as Humphries gets on the power, charges over the line. As they go over the line, we'll have a look at the pace differential between the first and second place. So Humphries 1:14.582. So Humphries about 1 second faster than these guys who are fighting for second and third place, and the gap goes up to 2.6 seconds. Rest of the top 10 made up of Daniel Stevenson still there in fourth place, Arnie Carr and Chloe Gleeson fighting for fifth. Joshua Herring's on the move. He's gone up to 7th position now in the number 912 from Bradley Curtis, Max Robinson and Lucas King in 10th position. Further back then it's Caden Herring, Ollie O'Gorman, Thomas Bond, Archie Hooper, and I think Parker Jazari hitting some trouble on the first lap, down in 15th position. So Tyler Humphries just starting to break away as we watch this fight for second place. Again, you see Travis Shaw just having a look down the inside, but nothing going. He falls back into position. And let's see what he can do as he goes in towards the right-hander. But Watson very smoothly taking it to the inside line. There's a bit of a banking there. Oh, look at that though, down the inside for the number 4, Travis Shaw. The nice little move there from Travis into second place. He just saw that gap going into the hairpin and went for it, got the front wheel parked in there and snatches second place. So a neat bit of riding there from Travis Shaw to go through into second place. Tyler Humphries pulling away yet again. The gap goes up to 3.7 seconds this time round. There's Daniel Stevenson in fourth. Arnie Carr, Chloe Gleeson, Joshua Herring, Bradley Curtis, Max Robinson all very close, chasing as they make their way around the back of the circuit. But here is Travis Shaw, now clear in second place. Frankie Watson, Daniel Stevenson as Caden Herring gets up through another position, another couple of positions there. And that fight for second place now, down the back straight they go. And this is where Frankie Watson might be wanting to look for some lines here, see what Travis Shaw's doing, and see if there's anywhere he can just find an opening to go back through to second place. Very close battle here for second position at the moment as they make their way through towards that bowl right-hand corner. Of course, the riders potentially have the advantage of on the outside line, a little bit of banking there, so they can carry some speed through that corner, but they are sacrificing that tighter racing line on the inside as well. Here they come out to the final corner. Humphries already over the line. And there he goes. So he's 1:15 at the moment. Here comes the fight for second place. And the gap remaining around 3.6 seconds, so they're not really losing much ground on the race leader, Tyler Humphries, who disappears around the back of the circuit, still very close for second place. There's that chasing group just going over the finish line now. You can see them just charging through there. Arnie Carr still in 5th place. Daniel Stevenson alone somewhat now in 4th. He's pulling away slightly. Chloe Gleeson, Joshua Herring, Bradley Curtis, Max Robinson all in there. But as Tyler Humphries just disappears out of view, Travis Shaw and Frankie Watson charging down the back straight. There's the leader, Humphries. Not really pulling away anymore, so whether he's controlling his pace, I don't know, or if these two are just pushing each other along a bit now and starting to close up on the leader. Humphries at the moment doesn't have any undue reason to be concerned, I think, so there is still a bit of a cushion between first and second place, but these two do appear to be closing. It'll be interesting to see what the lap charts show when they cross the line in a moment, but Tyler Humphries still leading the race. But Travis Shaw, he's got eyes down the track and he's looking at the leader. There goes Humphries. Here they come up towards the line, so the race leader Tyler Humphries charging away. Was 3.6 seconds. There's Humphries over the line. It's going to be quite similar, I think, as we go towards the final lap. She goes down to 2.6 seconds now, so Travis Shaw has actually picked up the pace, and Frankie Watson, and they both set their personal best this race, their own fastest lap, not too far off the pace of Tyler Humphries. But Humphries at the moment, I think, has got things under control. Looking smooth as he makes his way through the top few corners. But all the time, though, those two, second and third, closing up all the time. Humphries now down the back straight. The gap, as you can see, 2.6 seconds. It's gone down by about a second here. So Humphries controlling the race here. He's got to keep his wits about him because these two are really closing up in their fight for second place. Humphries nice and smoothly through the hairpins. Still that fight for second behind him. Humphries now out of the hairpin, up towards the bowl corner. Still Stevenson fourth from Arnie Carr. Chloe Gleeson a bit further behind, but Tyler Humphries round the bowl corner he goes into the right-hander. And through the hairpin to the final time. He's done enough to secure the victory, I think, but the fight's still on for second place between Travis Shaw and Frankie Watson. Here they come up to the line, so Tyler Humphries takes the checkered flag. It's a win for Humphries, but it's going to be a drag race to the line for second place, and Frankie Watson does it. Frankie Watson with the fastest lap of the race on that last lap, 1:14.551, just about gets ahead of Travis Shaw. And here comes the rest of the fight for the rest of the top 10. Daniel Stevenson with that steady 4th place. Arnie Carr in 5th. Then it's a fight for 6th. Joshua Herring on the final lap gets past Chloe Gleeson. She finishes in 7th with Bradley Curtis just behind in 8th. Max Robinson 9th. And it looks like it's going to be Caden Herring any moment now that should round out the top 10. So incident-free restart to that one there with Tyler Humphries taking a victory in the end by 1.5 seconds. He seemed to lose a bit of ground as the race went on, but he did enough to secure the victory. But what a battle at the end there between Frankie Watson and Travis Shaw for that second place. It looked like Shaw had done enough there, but Watson's certainly not giving that one up lightly, and he takes the victory in the closing stages of the race. So bit of an unfortunate start to the race, of course, but certainly finished on a high note there with some great racing towards the end.